Hey, what is up, guys? Steve here, and it is time to start another stream. Today we have the highest requested member redo, and he got 8 entire likes for Dragonite. So I'm gonna go ahead and say it was pretty important that Dragonite gets re-ranked. But before we get further ado,
I did like it too.
I was about to say we've got special guest Speedrunner0218.
Yeah, Annie mentioned that it's an absolute travesty that Charmander and Bulbasaur are above Dragonite. That's a travesty. Bulbasaur sucks.
Bulbasaur gets sleep powder.
I mean, yeah, it gets
Sword
it gets sleep powder, but it is not fun having to use tackle all the way until Body Slam.
True.
Especially the Zubats. Remember the Zubats.
I used to think this run was bad, and then I did research for today's run by watching my own video, because apparently not many people have actually done Dragonite in Red and Blue. So it was basically just me and J-Rose. And I gotta say, even I think I probably played wrong. It was over a year and a half ago I played this last run, and I think I overcompensated the level up group by doing a lot of battles rather than just relying on luck. Like, I battled all of the hikers in Rock Tunnel. I battled quite a few extra trainers here and there just so I would get better ranges. But I think just better luck is a lot more important. Also, past me forgot about Reflect for Koga and had a lot of resets on Koga. Regardless, current me also knows a lot more strategy than past me. Past me didn't even realize that he could use 1 agility on Brock and then outspeed Onyx and just wrap block it. Past me was praying to win the speed tie. Here's the thing. Past me also played at 11. Current me knows I can do it at 10. I just need to restart the entire run if I don't beat Brock first try. All right. Anyways, probably gonna have to go ahead and get started. There's not a whole heck of a lot to talk about for this run. Pretty straightforward, except for the moves. But the moves are mostly like all the special moves. I'd say the most surprising thing is we don't get Mega Punch. But outside of that, it's a pretty standard move set of a normal type in Generation 1. You get all the normal type moves, you know, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Fire Blast, all the normal type moves.
Yes. Fire Blast, the normal type move.
No, that's not what I meant. I meant normal types get it.
Yeah,
all the normal types
said
get it.
Blizzard, Thunderbolt, Fire Blast, all the normal type moves.
Yeah, can you argue? I mean, many of the normal types get them.
I don't know why. I mean, here's the question: why does Marowak get Bubble Beam and Ice Beam?
I mean, you look down our list here. I mean, Persian gets Thunderbolt, Clefable gets all 3 of them, Clefairy gets all 3 of them, Lickitung gets all 3 of them. Ooh, let's see. Chansey gets all 3 of them. Wigglytuff gets all 3 of them. I mean, essentially all the normal types get all the good moves, all the special moves. They're just entitled to the special moves, you know? That's their thing. They normal type is essentially the conglomeration of all the types in one. Didn't you know that? All right. Our nickname is also going to be Barney, because I guess Annie believes that's very funny. Oh, start our vertical stream. Hello, everybody on the vertical stream. If you are watching, you missed the moveset and stats. You can check out the horizontal stream to go over that stuff. For now, we're going to go ahead and get started on today's run. We've got Speedrunner0218 with us.
No.
And he will not be playing Mew today.
Yep, I'm done. I submitted my best time. It's just beating that run is just outside my skill set. Pretty much the only way to beat like my time, unless there's some sort of route I can't even think of, which I'm not even sure is possible because I went through like 10 different routes. You need a god tier Brock split, and then afterwards you need everything to go above average. And that's very, very hard to keep up, because every run where I've had a god tier Brock, which happened like probably a grand total of like 5 times, where I've saved like 20 seconds on him, something always ends up happening. I actually had a run where I was 20 seconds ahead at Brock, and then Misty went so bad I was behind by 2 seconds.
Kiwi, that's exactly what Speed said right before we started. If only it gotten Dragon Rage, the dragon move. You know, for a dragon
At
type.
level 1. Hey, you got a potion in your bag.
Indeed. That's because I get to pick up the PC potion with no, what do you call it? No downside. Because I don't start my timer, my rules allow me to pick up that potion for free. As my mother would have intended. So this is going to be one of those weirdo runs where we're gonna basically do minimum battles, but not entirely. Like, I'm still gonna battle wild Pokemon that I battle along the way. They're not exactly faster than running away, but I also could use every single level this run. I should probably have picked up that antidote. I wonder if I'll have enough wraps to even face the last one here. Hey, John. I may actually want to consider restarting just so I can see how many wraps this trainer uses. Although I did waste like 4 on that Caterpie just now. Yeah, I should have faced that extra trainer. Alright, luckily Diglett guy does not actually have Sand Attack on his Diglett, so I can agility and wrap block both of them. That's alright, John. Clefairy went quite well for the most part. Third run didn't go the greatest, but it is what it is. Hello, Dylan. Welcome to stream. Speed, I'm about to lose. Oh, no, I'm not about to lose. I am going to lose. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start over.
You missed too many?
Yes, apparently. You know how I said I was going to use agility and I was going to wrap lock him? Well, I guess, Wrap had other plans.
Like missing?
Yes, like missing and then getting hit by Sand Attack, you know? Although this time I'm going to try
the best of us.
I'm going to try something very differently. I'm going to try doing the optional rival as well. Oh, I forgot to grab the potion, darn it. We might have quite a few resets here at the beginning of the run. We're just trying to figure out the most optimal way to play the beginning of the game. I think what I'm going to do is, for the optional rival, despite not even being level 6 yet, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to agility immediately. And just pray to God that I can wrap lock the level 9 Pidgey. Oh, look, I might even be level 6. That might help. I don't know why I just healed. That was not smart. I actually considered walking through the grass there for a moment. I'm like, no, this isn't Scott's Rob. You can't just do that.
You mean you can't just cheat?
I can't just walk through the grass. That's illegal.
It's cheating.
Some could consider that cheating. I am part of those some.
No, I still think it's cheating.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think for a race setting, I feel like it's fair because, I mean, I remember with Parasect and Porygon, like, forget about having to get luck for trainers. Imagine having to reset 'cause you got too many Mount Moon encounters.
All right.
It would definitely restrict how good the runs can be.
Interesting. One agility working wonders. Bubble technically could have slowed me down. Not slower than 13 speed though.
Oh, Steve, my Dustox video that went up yesterday, it's actually doing pretty dang good in views for some reason.
I don't know why. Who the heck wants to see Dustox? Not me. I don't even know how you get one.
It's evolved from a Wurmple.
Yeah, but I don't know the conditions. Aren't there conditions to getting Dustox?
Dustox has to evolve from a Cascoon, but whatever Wurmple evolves into, it's technically random. It's a 50-50, but supposedly it depends on like their personality value, but it's effectively just random. Like, imagine if Caterpie could evolve into either Metapod or Kakuna.
Mm-hmm.
That's sort of what it is. I wonder if it's just because, like, it's more... I guess it's probably one of the more well-known, like, first-stage bug types, and I guess Sapphire would be pretty hard just because of Steven being the champion. I don't know, though, because the last several videos did not do nearly as good.
Ooh, I wonder if I can get to level 10. Oh, I'm definitely going to make it to 10.
You need to get to 409 exactly, remember?
Well, that's not happening.
Not with that attitude.
All right, one agility, and just pray we don't miss a single rat from here on out. No! No! No, it's all falling apart! I didn't even save. 34% accuracy. Pooh.
Hey, he got a crit for you.
Oh.
Where's his thanks?
Level 10 and 3/4. All right, we're going to save. Our strat is pretty
10
simple.
and 3/4. 10 and 3/4. This isn't the Hogwarts station.
That's 9 and 3/4, but I got your joke. A good one.
Dang. It was close to being a good joke.
Who said? I thought it was a pretty good joke.
If only it was the correct number.
Okay, let me get one agility in before Onyx.
But that's not the J-Rose plan.
Oh no. I took so much damage. Turns out level 10 is pretty low. One more Leer? One more Leer? Hide? Oh, one more Leer. One more Leer. Yeah, there we go. Miss. Okay, now we just don't miss. Simple strat, just don't miss.
Miss.
I don't.
Miss.
How dare you?
Because I know you like first runs being good.
All right, one agility. Clear. Clear. All right. I need what? -2 at least. Hit me. Hit me. Okay, that's 2 damage a hit. I guess that's pretty good. Okay, 2 damage a hit's pretty fine. Okay. Now clear. 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 Oh! How much am I doing? 1 damage a hit? No, thank you. Clear again. Dang it. Woo! This is what it takes to do level 10. We'll figure things out a little bit better on the second run, but level 10 is a lot rough. I know on my other run, I finished at level 11. A really old one.
Makes sense.
But that required a lot of training. Okay, so the Geodude at -2 is very solid strat. Leer, 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 Leer. All right, let's try 4. How much at 4 damage? -4. Still 1 damage at -4. Okay, let's try -5. 2 damage at -5. Okay, so now we know. We know for run number 2, -5 is 2 damage wrap. Because I don't think we'll have enough wraps to defeat Onyx at 1 damage a wrap. Well, John Calibro, every squirrel. Wait, no, that's the wrong joke. Every broken clock is right twice a day. There's a squirrel joke out there too. My dad has mentioned. I don't remember how it goes though. All right. I also remember I had to go back and heal at some point in the run on Route 3. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to wrap all the things with poison moves, and I'm going to Leer wrap everything else. Hey, Mariah. Oh, man. Unless I apparently miss all the wraps, and doesn't matter how good I'm doing or how many Leers I use. Okay, much better. The one very nice thing about all this is I have so much HP that I can afford to take all the hits using Leer Wrap, which is arguably such a bad strat. I don't know why I said arguably. I think everyone can agree that Leer Wrap is such a bad strat. The only nice thing about Wrap is it gives me extra turns in between each wrap to throw a Pokeball. 100% catch rate. That's how we do it on the Mew race. Alright, get to Water Gun ASAP. Alright, obviously we want to get rid of specifically Leer. We actually want to keep the rest of the moves. I just want to get out of the cave by level 15-ish. I could probably do it without the Zubats. If I battle the Geodude guy plus the last two trainers. We're trying to learn from our mistakes of a few years ago where we completely and utterly overtrained because we were so terrified of the mid game. Unfortunately, overtraining just takes too long. Heck, we could ooh, nice. We could easily defeat the Raticate if we wanted. Does it hurt you to know that you have to go back to encounters in Mount Moon speed? Yeah, I should probably just wrap them all. Give them no chance to retaliate unless I miss. Except for coughing here with its really high defense. Okay, so we're almost 16. We got our Paris. We're gonna get to 16 for Goldeen Trainer. Not that it makes much of a difference. We'll get Bubble Beam for Nugget Bridge. As much as I'd love to go back and heal, it's probably a big waste of time. I think this is very easily winnable with just Thunderwave Wrap. I used one agility just so that way when I get to Starmie, I don't have to waste a turn Thunderwaving. And it looks like I won't run out of wraps, so that's good. Although, just like when you use a grass type, she's not going to use a water move because we resist it.
I am back.
Welcome back. How do you feel about the prospect of having to go back to having encounters in Mount Moon?
Encounters in Mount Moon never really bothered me. You use them as training.
Exactly. I actually kind of like encounters in Mount Moon for Pokemon that can actually one-shot stuff, even if it's just Geodudes.
Well, it's not cheating.
Oh, why did it have to be a first-turn water gun? I mean, the Sand Attack. All right, Agility. Oh, I can't even do the Agility setup. The Agility's only for speed.
How many sand attacks did you get hit with?
3.
Jeez.
Yep. Yep. Oh, I hit 2 of them in a row. 3 out of 4, not bad. Unfortunately, my PP is not looking good. I wonder what the Pokemon XP router looks like for wraps.
I think it only shows the damage per hit. I'm going to try and figure out how to use that for backports, like how to put in a custom Pokemon. Because I really would like to use it. I know Scott uses it when we did the Crystal backports.
I told him about my situation earlier today about not being able to use it for my normal runs because I'm not using Depreciated. And he said he was going to shoot Otto a message. So maybe Otto might make it work for the Depreciated. I don't know. Or for the non-Depreciated. I don't know. We'll see.
Hopefully, my Crystal overlay doesn't deprecated. Because if I want to use it, I would have to completely recode the overlay.
We might just be living in a deprecated world where only the deprecated matter. Deprecated mapper matters.
Deprecated mappers matter.
We found
Say that
but
fast.
a tongue twister. Deprecated mappers matter.
All deprecated mappers matter. All deprecated mappers matter. I'm sort of good at tongue twisters.
I'm not. I can't do any of them.
7 silver swans swam by the seashore. Okay, that was sort of close. Swans, not swams.
Peter picked up. No, I can't even remember how it goes. No, I'm drawing a blank. I can't even remember how it goes.
I mean, right now I'm just doing I'm doing my second playthrough of V's Bled and Pearl. My first playthrough was cheated. I forgot to pick up as many elixirs as I needed, and I had no elixirs for the champion, so I had to cheat an elixir in order to finish the run.
Oh, you know what? I don't know. I just tried to give Bill my patented no. He's like, haha, that's very funny. Yeah, you're gonna go ahead and help me. I wonder if you can tell him no in yellow.
I think it's a similar thing. I know the difference is when you talk to the PC and like he turns back to normal, the game forces you to talk to him. So you can't just leave him there.
Well, that would be the American thing to do. He didn't pay you yet. He needs to give you the SS tickets up front if he wants help. I'm just saying. That's the American thing to do.
Are you playing Sword and Shield music?
Yes. I actually can't hear the
Nice.
music. Gym leader Matt says, if you say no, he just takes it as a yes and adds more time. Exactly. That's what he does in Red Blue as well. Oh, wow. I still have all those potions. That's good.
Plus, another reason I need to re-record this playthrough. Axu suggested in the league, I get rid of the move Power Gem for Roost. But the one problem with that is, on Flint's team in the league, I ended up having to defeat his Drifblim with Hidden Power Water instead of Power Gem, which would have been a Rock type move to deal with it. So I think he took me like 45 resets or something like that, and it was just torture.
Oh, that sounds like a John Caliber run right there. 45 resets.
Well, if I had still had Power Gem, it probably would have only been a few resets.
It was
I think it was
torture.
like
John's laughing.
it was definitely a huge oversight in Axu's route.
You should have saw.
I guess he just didn't realize just how important Power Gem is to the Drifblim. Because Hidden Power Water, I'm not kidding, it's like a 7-shot on the Drifblim, and he has full restores too. You basically have to rely on crits at that point.
You should have saw John Calibro the other day play Houndoom in Pokemon Sun. It was,
I was
not
there for parts of it.
It was not enjoyable. Houndoom, not great in Gen 2. Really, really not great after Gen 2. Let's just say I'm pretty sure the power of friendship was very mandatory in his runs. And this is after we figured out how Gen 2 or Gen 7 worked. John's other runs that are already ahead of Houndoom could be even further ahead if we figured out how the affection worked in Gen 7 faster. Because John would have gotten 20% XP bonus, and the power of friendship misses more in all of his future run or past runs. If all for just petting his Pokemon and feeding it.
I mean, I think it was either you or John who also said that if you do not use the Pokemon me thing to like pet your Pokemon and feed it treats, even if you don't do that, you can still get up to 2 hearts of affection.
Yeah, but it was by the end of the game.
You can't get up. Yeah. I think if I ever did like move into Gen 7, I would probably not allow that because it would make the runs less interesting. I'll allow it to like naturally get up to 2 hearts because it's unpreventable,
When
but I probably wouldn't like feed treats and stuff.
does affection work differently? Like for instance, oops. For instance, I know in future games they made it so friendship doesn't always start out at 70. Does affection start out
I
always at
think that
0?
was. I'm pretty sure affection starts at 0. Yeah,
Okay. So none of them would get an
and I
unfair
know
advantage.
different Pokemon started friendships. Like the one example I know is I know Baneri and a lot of legendaries start at 0 friendship, but there are some Pokemon that start at like 100. Actually, I know if you ever want to do like a friendship evolution Pokemon like Espeon or Crobat, uh, you could actually just use a luxury ball on them, and it like starts them up at like 170 friendship or something, which is
Ooh,
almost at the threshold to evolve.
I noticed in my Scarlet and Violet playthrough, that ball is really expensive. The luxury ball, it's like, I want to say it was like, wasn't it triple the cost of an Ultra Ball, like $3,000 or something?
I have no idea.
Or $2,000? I'm pretty sure it was
I
more
only
than an
ever used
Ultra
quick
Ball.
balls. I only ever used quick balls because they work the best on the first turn.
Well, the reason why I know this is because I go out of my way to essentially have like an even amount of all of the balls, even though it's unnecessary and very stupid, honestly. But because they gave you the
Did you
10,
actually do it?
well, yes, that's just what I do. But it was really annoying that ball specifically cost more than the rest, even though it was like the most useless, in my opinion, of all of the balls. It had no benefit to me. But I also bought all of the balls 10 at a time. I'm not sure if that's something people generally do when they play newer games. They purposely buy them 10 at a time so they could always get the free Premier Ball.
I really do not like free Premier Balls. They're just identical clones to Pokeballs.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I can't pass up on value. So I have to buy them 10 at a time. And the worst part is I buy 11 and then I purposely click down to go back down to 10. Oh, let's see. I need the underground candy, so heal here. I need all three.
Mew, I mentioned this to Steve before the stream started. Mew really wasn't the best race idea because by like 5 days in, the only way to even get a good time was just get extremely, extremely lucky.
No saving,
at a bunch of different points.
Another thing I don't like.
Saving. I mean, at least with the other races, like, not a single person was dumb enough to do it without saving. I think Van Man probably tried to do no saving Parasect, and it didn't really work out for him. But,
oops, hold on. 33.
I wouldn't have minded.
What? I bought TM 33.
Oh, Reflect?
Yeah, most people probably won't understand why I bought TM33. I bought TM33 because I need it for Koga. It's just something you don't generally see me do. I can't remember if I needed Mimic or not.
Just get it just in case?
Yeah.
I wonder if the Mew race would have been any different if it was red and blue.
Oh, counter sells for $1,000. Darn it. I'm not going to be able to afford the Carbos. All of them. Darn it. Oh, well. Next run, we'll buy more. Or we'll buy, like, Rock Slide or something.
I am curious about other people's strats for their Mew races. Because I know none of my routes ever used Rock Slide.
Kiwi, what's the power on Tombstoner?
420.
That would make it the strongest move in the game.
But it has 10% accuracy.
Well, that definitely changes things. That means, by that logic, Horndrill and Fissure have 9999, or sorry, 65,535 power.
Well, fortunately, it's not a TM. Although Gym Leader Mac questions it. I guess we'll never know.
I think it would have been hilarious if they ever made it a TM.
Right.
Just so people can make fun of it later.
Speaking of which, in my ROM hack, which I plan to release soon as I make a trailer for it, I edited some of the questions in Blaine's gym. I'm not going to reveal what the questions are, but they are very funny. Steve knows one of them.
Their answers are still in the same order, right?
Yeah, because if I had changed it, you would have killed me.
Indeed.
Because you'd be like, why did I fight a traitor? I did it the same way.
Well, they almost go through an even amount of yeses and nos. I mean, it's fine. We're skipping Koga. We're going immediately to Rival 5. Then we're teaching Reflect and going for Koga. I forget if I needed any agility setups on Rival 5 or not, but this is why we're doing this first run. Unfortunately, at this point, I'm pretty sure I still cannot one-shot Erica's Pokemon even with Ice Beam, so I'm just gonna wait.
Yeah, I was just thinking like how the Mew race would differ in red and blue compared to yellow. And I think the main difference is, honestly, Mew would not have even needed Swords Dance, I don't think. Just because Blaine's so bad, Sabrina's bad, Koga's really bad. I mean, you'd need Psychic, obviously. Then Blizzard. Honestly, I think Ice Beam would be even less useful in Red and Blue, just because the only use I ever found for Ice Beam was just for the rival Sandslash. And Red and Blue, you could probably just wait till Blizzard.
Ah, so many wild Pokemon. I
mean, only level 30, you're bound to get encounters.
Yeah, I got a 30, 2 30s, and a 33.
Oh, you know something I really hate about Yellow version? The fact that they had to add very high-leveled encounters in the Safari Zone and in the Mansion. Like, I hate having to plan rare candies just to avoid encounters. It's not really a fun use of candies. Like in Yellow, the highest level Safari Zone Pokemon's level 36, and in the Mansion, they're literally level 46 Raticates. I mean, at least they're the 1% encounter, but they're still 43s.
Why would they have to do that to Raticate of all Pokemon, too? I mean, if you're going to do that, do it to, like, Magmar.
Well, another thing that makes it even worse is that Raticate's very fast, so if you're running a slow Pokemon, and there's a chance you won't run away. It's happened. Not with Mew, but with other things.
Ouch, even a crit doesn't knock out Machoke.
Honestly, I think in Red and Blue, the Brock fight might straight up be worse.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Defense curl would make Brock. I think you'd actually physically have to train, or you would need crits. Actually, I'm pretty sure that would just be the strat. You'd have to get so many crits. It would be mandatory to get so many crits on Brock.
Pretty much.
Okay. Agility.
I did tell people in Scott's server, I told them what the secret is if you want a god tier Brock. You know, the whole bide strat.
I just Gen 1 missed. Okay. A Gen 1 missed on execute. It used stun spore.
Oh, in one of my Mew runs, I Gen 1 missed on the Bulbasaur in Rock Tunnel, and then he poisoned me.
Okay, well, this time I got sand attack, so that's really unfair. With the sand attack, I didn't miss anything. The Gen 1 miss resulted in more misses than the sand attack.
So the opponent hit you with sand attack?
And I missed 0 times. But when I got that Gen 1 miss on the previous attack with no sand attack, obviously that was my miss.
So Gen 1 miss made you miss more than sand attack. That's funny. Plus, I really hate grinding the same Pokemon over and over again. Like, it feels like old-fashioned speedrunning, but not at the same time it doesn't.
Interestingly enough, I felt like the last race, the time limit was too short, but now that I think about it, this run's time limit was too long.
I don't know. I felt like 2 weeks was the perfect balance. Like, I guess maybe like 10 days would be a better balance.
It's just that at this point, so the last run, it felt like there wasn't enough time to cut like loads and loads of time off. Like there just wasn't enough time. This run, it feels like there's so much time. You have plenty of time to just try, like do. How should I put it? When the Smeargle run was going on, I bet you didn't feel like you did too many runs. Whereas this one, it's like you spent half the week figuring out the run and then half the week playing the run. Whereas this one, you figured out the run in half a week, but now you have a week and a half to play the run. You get my drift?
Yeah.
So you're right. 10 days. 10 days would probably be perfect.
Yeah, nobody's really gotten into the top 5 for the last 3 days.
Yeah, there we go. Nice one shot. Not sure if it mattered, but we'll see. I think I did the best I could by delaying Koga as long as humanly possible. I also kept agility as long as humanly possible. Okay, reflect over agility. And full restore.
Yeah, if I wanted to do speed runs, I would not do a solo run on 4 times speed.
Do you think I should
That's
use...
not my idea of a speed run.
Do you think I should use reflect on Muck so that way I don't get hit by as many smoke screens?
Well, what's better, smoke screen or minimize?
Thing is, it might not use minimize. But you're right. Right. What is better? Wow. That was that a sludge crit, or was that just how much damage I take from sludge? Like, jeez.
I don't know. I wasn't looking.
Ouch. I was hoping to take a lot less damage from self-destruct, but boy, I just took so much from sludge. It didn't matter. And then I got hit by smoke screen. Ouch. And immediately poisoned. Dang. Okay, maybe there was... Oh, I see. There's an X attack in between. I thought reflect would be the answer. Because I can't get a move stronger than Thunderbolt and Ice Beam at the moment. I can't surf down and get Blizzard, so this is the best I can do. Did even get hit by self-destruct. I think that still is the right strat. Just immediately reflect. Not much I can do after that.
Sense.
Oh, whoops. I was about to go do Sabrina. That was very stupid. Obviously, I don't want to do Sabrina now. Reflect also helps for, believe it or not, the battle with Blaine as well. Blaine is not hard, but because of his Leer usage, like a lot of Leers, takedown can do a pretty solid amount of damage. So if I start out with at least one reflect, there's a good chance it doesn't matter how much damage takedown does. I am only level 37. It is pretty low. Hey, look, it's that Magmar I was talking about. Holy crap, that Magmar's catch rate was really low.
Right.
Last time I battled all of these trainers. And I battled basically all of Giovanni's trainers. This time, luck is just better. And to be fair, even though I did have 2 resets on Koga, or 3 resets on Koga, it's still not that bad because I had 4 resets on Koga before, so Reflect does help. It just doesn't look like it does.
Wait, are you on your second run already?
No, I'm comparing it to a year ago, or a year and a half ago's run.
Oh, you like took notes at each fight?
Well, no, I just watched.
Oh. Was it with your old overlay or was it a video?
Oh, it was definitely the old overlay.
Was it the one with the updating text files?
No, it was the in-between overlay, the one that that game dev made. See what I meant by takedown does a bunch of damage? The only reason I lost that one is because of the takedown crits. I set up a reflect and the crits just were like, no reflect for you. I also got hit by Growl, but I should expect to get hit by Growl because all of them have Growl, except for maybe?
I just wish Scott would give us a run with an easy Brock.
I just got another Gen 1 miss on Body Slam, and Arcanine got another takedown crit.
Steve, this is embarrassing for you. You should not be letting Blaine win. He's bad.
Okay, well, if I lose one more time, I'm teaching early Blizzard, just because it would technically be my strongest move. Assuming I don't get growled. I got
Doesn't
growled.
Dragonite learn Earthquake?
No. Common misconception. Suck it, Blaine. I froze you.
Probably does in future games, maybe. Because I know, I think it was Gen 3 or Gen 4 they gave Venusaur Earthquake.
I mean, he probably gets it in future games. It would make perfect sense.
How good would Venusaur be if it got Gen 1 Earthquake? I don't know.
Probably quite good, because it gets Swords Dance, right?
Yeah. Or even just a good poison move. That thing learns no poison moves.
Well, nothing learns good poison moves, so that's
Yeah,
not
nothing
much of a
does.
stretch. I would go. I mean, Sludge is literally the best poison move, and it's 65.
Well, that's why my ROM hack added Sludge Bomb. I should really work on putting together a trailer for it. mean, I'm in no rush.
Okay, now that I think about it, this is probably a good time to teach Blizzard. I've got the 3 PP-ups. If I can find them. Ow. Slash more than I expected. Okay. I mean, I thought the over-under was pretty high. But it's starting to look like it might actually be a little bit on pace. Okay. This is where I always planned on using the rare candies.
I am still somewhat upset about being over with the Mew runs, because it's just because earlier today I did have one of those god tier Brock splits, but then you know what happened? On Misty, I missed 3 Mega Punches and she killed me. Like, I just keep thinking if that run had kept going, I think it definitely would have stood a chance. But I'm just getting tired of grinding Mew.
I can understand. Playing the same Pokemon over and over again is not that fun.
Oh.
That's the beauty of this, of what we do here day in and day out, is it's the same game, but it's really not the same game. You get to play it differently every single time. It's the same adventure, different everything.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think next run I will teach Mimic for Rival 6. Ironically, for Agility, which I get rid of for Reflect. Alright, I need 1 wild Pokemon. Not gonna lie, I kind of expected to be higher than level 52 for the league. And by 52, I mean 53. Next run, I may consider adding Victory Road trainers because at least their XP is quite rich, and I could probably get 3 levels in here. Gym leader Matt, I rewatched myself and I rewatched J Rose. The strat is basically just the amnesia strat. Unfortunately, if the Cloyster survives the range, then I should not have gotten Carbos. I should have gotten Calcium. So that way the Cloyster's not a range. Right, then I can consistently get to Slowbro to do the amnesia strat. Right now, there's a lot more luck involved, whereas if I had the calciums, there would be less luck. Right. Yeah, but this Aurora Beam definitely sucks. You have to knock out this Cloyster. It is a range. That's really unfortunate. Yep, should have bought some calcium. At least I didn't get hit by Growl. And since I didn't get hit by Growl, I was able to knock out that Jinx. Oh, did I just... Okay. Actually, you know what? Healing is fine. I don't think... People may call him the hiker, but you know what? I don't think anybody wants to face Bruno with 12 HP.
Oh, in my ROM hack, all of the trainers in the Elite Four will now use full restores.
You're evil.
None of this X defend crap.
Super potion, thank you very much. All right, this one there's nothing you can do. You just get the 8 blizzards and pray. I remember last run that I played this one, I went for the whole hypnosis strat, and the hypnosis hit so infrequently that it would have just been better just to use blizzard the whole entire time. Just get the 8 PP for blizzard. Do your best. Oh, come on. Even with a crit, I can't knock out Arbok in one hit. That's really unfortunate.
Arbok is surprisingly expensive.
Ah. I wonder if I should consider using my last candies here. I'm getting hit by so many nightshades.
It happens, you know?
See, I overtrained for this point. Oh, hold on. If it's frozen, I might as well take hypnosis. Oh my god, I froze another one. I missed again. I hate hypnosis. Oh my god, I got another freeze, but now I'm on the clock between confusion and toxic.
Oh, that's funny. Imagine if Agatha actually won while being frozen.
That would be hilarious. That would have to be very, very clippable.
It sure would be.
I have a feeling we're probably not going to end up winning the second run.
Why?
This is one of those runs where it looks bad, but you also got to remember we cut so much training that this is actually not that bad. Although getting hit by Supersonic really does not help there. Okay, good. Okay, there is no... Oh, I probably should have used my rare candies. That's all right. We'll set up on the... Oh, wait, there is no setup. There is get hit by a handful of Leers on the Rhyhorn, or Rhydon. So that's what we're gonna do. Leer. We need enough Leers to be able to one-shot the Executor. Okay, we're not getting hit by any Leers. We need to get hit enough, like 3. I think 3 will probably be good enough to one-shot. Oh, come on, Miss Tailwhip. Okay, that's 2. Play better. Play better. Thank you. I don't know how it'll affect the Arcanine here. 2 shot, that's fine. All right, 1 shot, miss. Okay, that's fine. We didn't get hypnosis. Oh, 1 shot's not a knockout on Executor, even with 3 Leers. No.
What move are you using on that thing?
No. Blizzard. No, that was such a long battle just to lose right there.
Do you think it'd be a better idea to teach Fly for the Executor?
Do you hear this guy? Teach a move and can't learn. You're funny.
Wait, oh my god, it's not yellow. Wait, I don't even think it can learn Fly in yellow.
It doesn't have wings. These wings are for show.
Oh my god, I actually forgot that.
These look like wings, but trust me, they're not wings. They're like bricks.
Dragonite's just too fat to fly.
Thank you. 2, 3. All right, let's get 4. I mean, 4 is probably still not enough, but there we go. All right, recover one more. 5. Oh, perfect. 6, even better. All right, let's see what maximum Leers can do. Oh my god. No. No. I've got 6 Leers. I'm basically paper. I expected champion to be like a first try. I expected the Blastoise to be the hard one.
So what's the problem with Executor?
I can't one-shot it.
Does it like barely live?
We just got the 2-shot, but it's managed to hit every single hypnosis so far.
Have you ever thought of just dodging hypnosis?
That's an interesting idea.
You should try it.
1 layer. All right, Executor. Okay, well, apparently even when I dodge hypnosis, I still miss. All right, we're just gonna need a crit or a miss, or I can just paralyze it and it still hits. Okay, that's on me. I still think the strat with the Leers is probably the right way to go. The problem is I probably should have used the rare candies a lot earlier if I'm not going to use them now.
Makes sense.
Dang it, I used the wrong move again. Screw it. I really boned this. I thought Agatha was gonna be the hard one. Maybe the candies thing was just a screw up. Maybe you saw how close I was with all those layers. Maybe just being a tiny fraction of a bit higher level will make all the difference.
I think it's. What if it's the calcium?
Yes, we need maybe that's the other thing. Carbos has been useless this whole entire run. Probably should have gotten that calcium. Okay, one more. There we go. I don't know why I did that last one. I literally cost myself more HP with that recover. All right, thank you. 4. We'll take 4. How? How are you able to hit every single hypnosis? Oh, I leveled up anyways. Okay, so turns out that rare candy was a bad thing. Oh, I really bummed it. I screwed this up so bad. So the strategy is use all of the rare candies before. Or Lorelei, probably. Question is, do I need them for Rival 5? Probably not, because it doesn't have Blizzard.
You know, if you were able to get the XP router working, that could be something you could test.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate that that doesn't work for me, because I'm using the non-depreciated, the up-to-date one that apparently is not up-to-date.
How ironic. I remember, didn't you say that the new one should be called deprecated and the old one should just be the new one?
Yeah, definitely. That's how they're treated. The new one's the deprecated.
Right.
We'll fix this. We now know the correct order. of things to do. Right now, we're just gonna go for the Thunderbolt crit or the okay, or just die to Executor. Thunderbolt crit or the Blizzard miss. We'll fix it on run 2.
Hey Steve, the opponent's Monferno taunted me.
What's that? That sounds familiar.
It's
Monferno.
one of the... It evolves from Chimchar, evolves into Infernape.
Oh, that's Gen 4.
Yep. So, Taunt, I think, is just one of the worst moves ever. What it does is it makes the opponents only use attacking moves.
Well, not a time to be proud of, that's for sure.
I mean, there are probably some advantages to it. Like if Taunt was the thing in Gen 1, you could probably use it on Exeggutor so he'd never use Hypnosis.
I could purposely use it on things with good AI in order to make it not use good moves. Like, for instance, Misty to stop using Bubble Beam.
Oh my god, just imagine. Hey Steve, I've been hit with the 70% Hypnosis.
All right, I'm trying to think. So we were level 57. So one more candy, aka one more level of training, would have made a big difference. Well, not big difference. We would have finished at 58. We wouldn't have been 58. 2 more levels of training. I could get those 2 levels of training done in Victory Road, no problem. And as you guys see, if you arrive to Lorelei at basically exactly the next level, you will arrive to the champion almost to the next level. So therefore, you'll be able to set up on the Rhydon with the Leers. So saving rare candies for the champion is a bad idea. If I had the XP router, I'd be able to figure out exactly what level I could, in theory, get there with a candy. But unfortunately, I don't. It would be really easy to figure out, too.
I think that'd be something I could easily convert, because all it would be is just changing the property paths. But something I worry about is there might be like something in the new mapper that doesn't exist in Deprecated.
Well, no.
Like
Well, I'm saying you can literally go to your Mew file, change it from Mew to, let's say, Mewtwo. Then do whatever it takes. Like essentially just go to the champion battle with Mew as your Mewtwo. Add in rare candies until you get to my current level. And then figure out how many rare candies it takes to not level up on the last Pokemon.
Oh, like how many rare candies at the start of the Elite Four?
No,
Like
no. Just the champion. Like if I were to save 1 candy for the champion itself, what level would it take to not evolve on the final Pokemon? John,
not level up on the final one.
John, it went horribly, horribly wrong. Our win condition was essentially a Thunderbolt crit or a Blizzard miss. We did neither one of them. We got a Thunderbolt paralysis, fully paralyzed. That's what ended up happening. But we figured out what to do in the next run. We'll use all of our candies before Lorelei. Then we will arrive to the champion slightly close to the next level. We will not level up on the last Pokemon of the champion's team, and therefore we'll get to keep all the Leers from Rhydon. Now the question is, what level would it take to essentially one-shot the Exeggutor? Like, what do you? I don't want to say reliably, but I think that's just gonna be no. Thunder's never an option. Not because it's bad or because everyone else says it's bad or because of the accuracy. I like Thunder. The reason why Thunder's not an option is because it's too far away. What?
I was just asking what Pokemon the rival has in Blastoise.
Oh, yeah, they have a Blastoise.
All right, so what's your question?
When you arrive at the champion,
okay,
if you were to use a rare candy before the battle starts, so essentially the XP would be right at the new level,
Okay.
what level would it take for you to arrive to the Blastoise not leveling up?
So basically not level up the entire time.
Well, you can level up after the Blastoise.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Let me see.
This is the only question I care about.
Let me see.
I have a feeling it's 62.
Okay. The earliest level where you could not level up the entire fight is level 59.
Oh.
Every level before that is before the Blastoise.
Well, that's not that bad at all.
Okay, you're welcome.
That means I just need 3 extra levels. That means I need to level up. Essentially, it pretty much means I have to do all of the trainers in Victory Road, which I have all of the elixirs. So that shouldn't be a problem. That could work out, and then we just hold on to the rare candy until at the start of the champion. Because those the lack of badge boost is what killed us. Really.
Makes sense to me.
All right, I'm gonna hit the restroom. We have figured things out. I think we'll easily get under 55. Now the question, I'm gonna put a new poll. We're gonna go for under 50. I want to say 52 or 53. I don't know. It's one of those two. I know under 50 is possible, but I'm gonna say we get a worse Agatha. Oh, will I beat the champion over 53 minutes? Under 53 minutes. Oh, also, we're going to teach Blizzard for Blaine. Just because if we get hit by a growl while on Blaine, we have a move to use that's special and not physical. Because it's neutral. Alright, I'll hit the restroom.
Stop hitting things.
All right. We also know for Brock, it's 2 Leer. Make sure we go until we have 2 Leers on Geodude and 5 on Onyx. Here's the question though. I don't think the optional rival matters, but that also means that I might arrive to Onyx himself 1 level lower. Actually,
I feel like that's not a good idea.
That concerns me. Hold on, I'm gonna double check that if I arrive, what level I am at Onyx. A winning attempt. All right, Onyx. I'm 13 XP away from 11. That means the optional rival is completely and utterly pointless.
What? But just don't you want to give him a visit?
Well, if he doesn't help me, why bother? It just means that it just means for Route 3, it's gonna cost me more PP because I'm gonna be a lower level, but I think that just means we need to leer some more things on Route 3.
Is that how you treat people in real life? If they have no use to you, you don't even say hi?
You're talking to the guy who doesn't say good morning to people at work.
Are you the kind of person that people don't say good morning to?
I make sure everybody at work knows that I'm the opposite of a morning person. I cannot stand mornings. I hate mornings so much. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to do anything until about noon. so people don't
Dude, you
generally
wake up
talk.
at 2.
People don't generally talk to me unless it's about basketball or football until noon. Yeah, and I leave at 3:30, so I mean, basically, people are able to talk to you half the day. Here's the other thing, though. When I'm at work, I'm very, very task oriented. I don't like talking to anybody until my work is done, and I usually am done by noon. So I got plenty of time to do other stuff until noon.
Like watch Netflix.
Well, yes. Today I watched the entire what do you call it? Netflix series, The Fall of Diddy, at work. The entire thing. It's like 5 parts. They're all like an hour.
So you watched Netflix for 5 hours at work?
Well, I have 3 monitors. So one of the monitors is that, and the other 2 is the work. If there is any left. All right, what name do we have today? We've already done Barney. I don't think we need to do Barney again.
If there's no other name, I can come up with one.
If you say dragon, I'm going to hit you through my computer.
Knight.
Why?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, dude. Name him Rapper.
With a W?
Yes.
Like a candy wrapper?
Yeah, now you're getting it.
Does that have 1 or 2 P's? I think it's 2.
2 P's.
Okay. It's a really long name. You're really not saving me much time on frames.
You're talking to Dragonite here.
True. I'm also going to race myself on the other monitor.
You erase yourself.
Well, I've been hoping to do this more often on the other monitor. Have the video of the previous run playing while I'm also playing the second run.
Nice.
Like a
So you,
a time
have the stream
trial.
Rewinded, or are you playing the offline footage?
The stream. All right, I clicked play on the stream just now. Boom. Start the timer. I don't know if the first leer matters or not, but
I think we've determined that. Didn't you determine that if you get like Growl or Leer, it's always worth using it on the first turn no matter what?
yeah. I hate battling these wild encounters with Rap, but it feels like a necessary evil when I consider doing the optional rival. The difference is this time when I do the optional rival, I want to do a few more wild encounters just so I have the extra 13 XP to be level 11 for Onyx.
Well, I just blacked out to a random psychic trainer.
Psychic? Like the trainer class?
Yeah, the trainer class. This person's Kadabra got the 10% confusion on me, and I hit myself at low health when it used Psybeam, so I have to knock out all my HM users, and in Gen 4, like, your whole party's filled with them. So it takes a while. So that's annoying.
All right, one agility. Oh, I'm actually speed tied, so that agility matters. Yay, no sand attacks. Sweet. And you know, the added benefit of doing the optional rival is means when I do the bug catchers, I'll be a slightly higher level too. Ah, the balls on me to walk through that grass. Crazy. Okay. So this time, let's leer the Caterpie so that way I can knock it out with less uses of wrap.
I know you generally prefer like company during like the bad runs, but would you consider this a bad run?
No.
Hmm.
If that's an invitation to leave, that's fine.
Nah. So what, you're saying if you were playing Dratini, I'm held here against my will?
Well, we don't have to answer that question because I've already done Dratini.
Hey, I think Dratini needs a re-rank.
Oh crap! Past Steve lost the optional rival and restarted, or lost to somebody and restarted the run. Now past Steve and current Steve are not racing each other.
Rip.
Current Steve knows you can make it to the Pokemon Center with 14 HP. If you're
And something I've learned from the Mew race, if the Jesse and James fight ever poisons you, the minimum amount of HP to get to Cerulean is 29.
Nice. Now we know 14 HP from the Weedle trainer and 29 HP from Jesse and James.
Yeah, I think from the Super Nerd, just add like an extra 6 to that.
From the Jesse and James position, that's like 3, maybe 4.
I guess, yeah.
All right, -2. I think I got a general miss on Lear because I've been hit by 3 tackles. Okay. Oh crap, I forgot to use an agility. Clear. Alright, bide, that's good. Get him down to 5 now. Nope, I used agility again. That's on me. That's stupid. Okay, well, there's a bide. Actually, bide's probably pretty good for me. He might even never make it out of the bide. Assume I don't miss too many times. Heck yeah, he never made it out of bide. First try Brock, we're going to be destroying past Steve. Why did I buy 12 Pokeballs when I have Wrap?
Well, you can't use a Pokeball during Wrap.
I can.
During Wrap?
Yeah. Each Wrap takes is like a turn.
Really? So you can wait. Does that mean you could use items during when you Wrap? I don't think that's how it
Yes,
works.
you can use items in the middle of a Wrap. Yes.
But wait, when the opponent does it, I thought it was cheating.
Well, the opponent.
Can you show me, like, using Wrap and then using a Pokeball during the Wrap?
Yeah.
Because I don't believe you.
Yeah. I did it twice last stream. Shouldn't be a problem. You see how it says fight before each move?
Yeah, but are you able to use an item, though?
Yeah.
All right, I'll watch.
Wow. Might be a little while before we get there. Okay, we have one. We need to hit it. Okay, see? I used one instance of wrap.
Oh. Huh. Okay, then.
Interesting. Now that you point this
I
out,
just assumed it was like dig or rage, where
Oh my
like once
God.
you use it, you're locked in until it's finished.
holy crap, does that mean Blaine's not cheating?
Well, you can't use super potions at full health and waste a turn.
Did we just prove Blaine's innocence after calling him a cheater so many times?
What was he a cheater for? Super potioning during a fire spin?
Yes.
Oh, I guess no, that's not cheating. And I guess Lorelei using a potion during clamp isn't cheating. But Giovanni using a guard spec while using dig is cheating.
I think that's just strategy.
I remember that killed me once.
It's
some
killed me
sort
a
of
bunch
run.
of times.
Where I outsped the or it's like the Doug trio was faster than me, used dig, then I used dig, and then I knew as soon as he'd get back up, I hit him. But he used a guard spec underground, so he stayed down there longer and he was able to hit me.
There's Paris. I'm about to do it again. Wrap, wrap, wrap. Pokeball. Hey, Clefairy, you're actually quite good. Newfound respect. Although, Clefairy is bad under level 24. So what do you think is better for Misty? One, use of agility, then wrap block both? Or Thunder Wave, wrap block, Thunder Wave, wrap block?
I think Thunderwave Wrap Block might be better.
For the
Well, use agility
for the miss turns that I miss wrap?
Yeah. Yeah. Plus, agility will badge boost your attack by 1. Which is a neat little bonus.
True. And it looks like I can use it too, because I'll actually level up right after this. Crap. I just tried to use water gun like it was Lear. Thunder Wave, agility, crap. It's already paying dividends because she actually got fully paralyzed once. No, how dare you get a tackle crit in your one turn? Alright, well that was the last use of Thunder Wave, so might as well get Bubble Beam now.
And Beesbequen is it's a really interesting bug type. We should backport it at some point. Like imagine if Beedrill had slightly less attack, less speed, but way more defense, and a healing move.
I only have one memory of that Pokemon, and my only memory is it gave a lot of XP.
It sure does. This thing would be interesting to backport because it would have a self-healing move and a move that raised defense for badge boosting, and a very powerful stab bug move. The main problem with Beesbequen is just it's slow. It's only got 40 speed. It's real tanky though.
Finished with a lot more HP to spare.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I finished with a lot more HP to spare this time.
Nice. Yeah, I think my favorite way to do solo runs, it's not like what Scott does. Like, I mean, obviously the race is an exception, but I know Scott will tend to do like 5 playthroughs sometimes per Pokemon. I just cannot do that.
No.
I mean, I get yellow versions a lot shorter, especially on the 4 times speed, but even if it was red and blue, I could not stand doing that. How I would prefer to do
yellow
it
shorter?
is do one play. I just mean like compared to other games like Crystal.
Oh.
I mean, they're both still short. Yellow's harder, but it doesn't make it a long game.
All right. Go back to get my PP now. All right. I'm going to pause both. I'm going to make this past Steve catch up. 1250. Okay. Unpause. Let's see. Past Steve at 1250. Holy crap. Did I forget the rare candy? I have 2 rare candies. We're good. I didn't forget the rare candy. We're good. I just saw Past Steve pick up the rare candy. I'm like, did I pick up the rare candy? Well, Past Steve's still facing the rival. Past Steve had 2 resets, so he's not in good shape.
You know, I'm excited for next week. There's going to be some Pokemon Red videos, because I've noticed on the channel, Gen 1 is one of my better performing generations, which is kind of not surprising. I wonder how well the Red and Blue ones are going to do.
Oh, on your channel?
Yeah. Yeah, next week is going to be Tauros and Kangaskhan. The videos are already done.
I imagine Kangaskhan went well. Tauros did not.
They were both okay. The main difference with them was just 1, the Brock split, and 2, Kangaskhan had a way better moveset, plus the growth rate. Like, for example, Tauros does not get Rock Slide. That makes a huge difference.
I was mostly thinking of the Brock split, because I think Tauros only gets Tackle, and it's in the slow level up group. And as we saw with Psyduck, that's not a good combination.
No. And Comet Punch and Rage is really good on Brock.
It is.
Kangaskhan's like one of the only Pokemon that'll benefit from Rage.
Unless it gets to sand attacks. And you don't know about the glitch.
Yep.
I remember it was very, very comical on my Kangaskhan run that I put the miss counter, and like it's so funny. It gets up to like 23. It's kind of like the Tootsie Pop guy. For 1, for 2, for 3, but it just keeps going and going and going.
But Mr. Owl, there's nothing left.
One sand attack just made me take so much damage on that battle. 1. And now I'm almost out of bubble beams too. I've been slowly relying on bubble beam just because it's so much faster to use than wrap.
Yeah. Hey, buy some super potions.
Never.
Why not?
I don't do that ever. You see that? You see that 1 full restore? That is my super potion.
Hey, remember in your old Beedrill route you bought antidotes?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you showed it on stream. I'm pretty sure I could find it.
Truly a mystery. No idea what you're talking about. I would never do such a ridiculously reckless thing.
Mm.
I forget whose video I watched that told me to do that.
I don't know.
Nice. I think that crit mattered. Oh, I think that crit also mattered. Damn. Flawless rival 2. 3.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Duh, 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 duh. Steve, why'd you barge into that guy's room?
I had to know what he was doing. Very insist.
He could have been on the toilet.
Exactly. Had to know. That's what they get for giving 10-year-old all access pass to every room on the ship.
You know that one room where there's an old guy in there, and when he sees you, he's like, "You insolent pup! How dare you barge in?" And then when you beat him, he just tells you to get out.
What room is
So
this?
Funny. On the SSN, there's a room with a single old guy. I think he just has a Nidoran. He's like to the right of Body Slam room.
I mean, if it is that it's a gentleman Nidoran room and he's got 2.
Yeah, it's that guy. He straight up just yells at you when you go into his room without knocking. It's funny. He just starts yelling at you.
I don't think I'm ever gonna get over that. You're just always gonna get that time save on me.
Over what? The menu?
I always have to go over to the bike, click select on bike, then go over to slot 1, then click select again.
Well, did you see at the bottom was the TM for Thunderbolt? You either teach it, or if you can't learn it, you just throw it away.
Oh, I teach it immediately, like the moment I get it.
Yes. Oh.
Because
I just
I'll forget if I don't.
Makes sense. Oh my god. Apparently teaching HMs is the hardest thing in the world.
Makes sense. That's why they got rid of it.
Right. Well, I was trying to teach strength to my Psyduck, and then I skipped over it and pressed the cancel button like 4 times.
I've definitely been there while teaching moves, accidentally saying no a whole bunch of times.
You know what's interesting? You know when you try to learn a level up move and you don't want to, it asks you, "Are you sure? Are you sure?"
Yes.
You know how it has to keep asking you?
Yes.
I think it was Gen 7 they got rid of that. If you said no to a move, the game's like, "Oh, okay, I see you don't want it. I'll stop asking."
Are you sure? I feel like it just played that Violet, and I swear it asked.
Well, no, when you say no, it just straight up just says it didn't learn it.
Oh,
Like, it doesn't
okay.
ask, "Are you sure?"
I swear it still did, but okay. That might have been a TM, not a level up.
Yeah, it's a TM. I mean, obviously with the
TM,
when
there's
you
a
try
little
to
bit
use
of
the
purpose
TM,
in
it's
there.
like, "Would you like to use the TM?" And then you just choose a move and it teaches it.
One thing I didn't like about that was the fact that it didn't tell you what pieces went to what Pokemon. Like, for instance, for my Skeleditch,
Oh, yeah.
really early on in the game, I wanted Thunderfang, and I had absolutely no idea where to get it. I eventually learned it was from the Shinx, and then the Firefang was from the Houndooms, but I never, ever in the entire game learned where you get the Ice Fang pieces from.
Well, usually the hint for it is literally in the name. Like if it says like Shinx fur, usually it comes from a Shinx
No,
or
no, no. I'm
someone
saying
related to.
if you never pick one up, it never tells you.
Oh, that. Yeah, I don't like that.
So I never ever figured out how to get it at any point in the game. Never figured out how to get Ice Fang.
I was fortunately able to figure that out because when I played it, I literally just caught everything because I just like, I don't know, I just like catching everything.
Why am I so poor?
Because you work at a chicken factory.
No, I'm in the game. Why am I so poor? Oh, I have the okay. I still have the nugget on me. Okay, let's go ahead and trade
You're
these.
investing in gold.
I was like, I got 23 grand. How I should be like $1,000 or $2,000 off, not $7,000 off. Full restore, potion, nugget,
Vitamin of
48,
the day.
49. Okay, there we go. Calciums.
Is that the vitamin of the day?
Sure is. And you know what? We're gonna be picking up the next 2 calciums available on the run too. Who would have thought that?
Wait, I know where they are.
On.
Let me guess.
Oh, okay, that was close. That was really close.
One is in Sylph, and the other one's in the mansion.
Correct.
And in the mansion, it's on the very first floor.
Is this my 3rd run? It depends on if you consider a failed run a run. If you don't consider a failed run a run, then it's my 2nd.
Wouldn't you count your first ever stream? Assuming you did 2 runs, those would be your first two?
I assume they were talking about today.
Oh.
I had a failed run at Brock and I just gave up. Like, just started over.
You know, I'm one of those people, like, even if I can get to Brock in like 3 minutes, I really hate starting over runs at Brock. Because I don't know why. Like, it feels like having to start over a run 3 minutes deep is just so much time waste to me. Like, I just hate doing it.
I didn't even, actually, now that I think about it, I didn't even make it to Brock. I made it to the trainer before Brock because I was wondering if I could arrive at a good enough level, and I couldn't because I skipped one trainer. Oh, please, 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 please. All right, no HP up.
But it's the best vitamin for a Scyther.
If you really think about it, Annie, technically I could make Brock a game over screen because what I could just do is I could just not save in front of him. And boom, Brock officially has a game over screen. You lose, game over.
Brock is the champion.
Well, no, I'm saying you physically, there is nothing to reset to if you don't save. So it's literally game over. Game over. You have to start over. Game over.
Man, a bunch of these trainers in the steel type gym just have Onyx.
Suck it, Golbat. One shot crit. Okay, so I am not doing Erica next.
So you're not doing Erica. So
Shut
you
up.
are doing Erica. No, really. I'm just making sure I heard you correctly.
Someone give this guy a noogie.
Good luck finding me.
Well, I mean, your brother is always within earshot. Maybe I could just yell noogie and he might hear it through your headphones.
Yeah, you'd have to make him hear you through his own headphones.
That sounds like a challenge I'm willing to make.
Please don't make me deaf.
So question, after this tree, left or right?
Left.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like you go straight up.
Okay.
I only go left like 2 tiles.
Okay. So I do not need Carbos. I ended up using the max potion, so I definitely need the max potion. Protein is always helpful since it's literally right here, and I use a lot of body slams. I know I ran into a lot of walls, but that was one of my better forests. Oh, actually, this is exactly where I want to be. We're doing Rival 5 next. Although I think I'll probably do 9th floor heal just because I forgot to go to the mart just now. Plus a tiny bit of training never hurt anybody.
It hurt Mew.
Yeah, well, luckily my screen doesn't say game over when I accidentally battle one extra trainer.
You know, I will say,
Oops.
doing Mew in a newer gen, I did Mew in Gen 5, the gen that doesn't exist. It actually gets a really, really cool
You know,
move.
it's
It
about to
sadly still has
exist.
to deal with. It sadly is a level. It sadly still has to deal with level 20 Mega Punch, but at level 10 it learns the move Reflect Type. It's literally Gen 1 conversion. Like Mew turns into the type of the opponent.
I was gonna make this really interesting joke. Gen 5 is about to exist. Did you know?
Ow.
When they come out with the remake, I was gonna make a joke saying, hey, they're going straight from Gen 11 to Gen 5, or 10 to Gen 5, or 9 to 5.
So what? They realized, oh shoot, I don't think we ever did a Gen 5. We went from 4 to 6. We better fix that.
Exactly.
Well, it's probably going to be quite a long time until that happens.
Do you really think they're
Do you
gonna
plan to...
make Legends ZA just like the big thing? Like this is it for the year. This is just what we're gonna do.
I think so. Because they said the release date was late 2025, and whenever they say that, they always mean around the holiday season.
Oh yeah.
They don't usually release games halfway through the year unless they've been announced earlier. Like BDSP was announced for the holiday season, but then they also announced Legends Arceus for a few months after. They announced them at roughly the same time.
No,
Do you plan to get the game?
I got 10% confused. Yeah, for free, like all games.
Of course.
Oh, that was so embarrassing. I don't even know what went wrong there. I think it's just a 10% confused and just not knocking out. Oh god. Oh boy, this one's gonna be worse.
Do you have a rule where you're not allowed to reset if you get a turn 1 sand attack, or you just play it out?
I play it out. You would be shocked at how many runs I actually win with one sand attack. Shocked.
You mean like more than
I kid you not, I've completed just as many runs with one sand attack as I've completed with 0.
Interesting.
2 though. 2 is instant reset.
Really?
Yeah. 2 there's no coming back from 2. 1 though, 1's doable. Plus this Pokemon has HP and stats, so it's not like the end of the world. Okay. Do you think I should do Erica before Koga or not?
Yeah, because it sounds like Koga is going to be harder than Erica.
Probably.
Plus, I think because of her good AI, you can prove me wrong if you remember this. I don't think she's even going to use Sleep Powder on you because of the Dragon type.
Oh my god, she did use Wrap.
I think it's just Wrap and Poison Powder is all she'll use.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Man, V's McGwen is so slow. Surprisingly, I'm only at 5 resets in a Gen 4 game, which is kind of impressive. I think that's just because Vespiquen gets a move to boost its own defense stat, which is really helpful.
Still can't one shot. Just abysmal.
Hey, you're not going to learn the best move in the game?
I was really hoping you wouldn't see that.
I remember, hey, wasn't that run where you got like 14 out of 16 slams? Wasn't that a Dragonite race or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, why wouldn't you give Dragonite its best move? What gives?
You know, because sometimes I just not right in the head.
Sometimes.
All right, I'm pretty sure I ended up buying Reflect.
Yeah, I do plan to. I want to try and get the game like close to day one as possible. Like I may have to just purchase it digitally, even though I prefer having physical copies of games, but just to guarantee I get it on day one, because I really would like to record a video for it for the channel. Like
if it's
I want
anything,
to try and get it out like
if it's anything
probably like 2 weeks.
Scarlet and Violet, I could own it before the game is actually officially released. Scarlet
Well,
and
I'm still
Violet
gonna
came out for people who obtain games through alternative means before the game was officially released by literally a whole week. I actually I did same thing with the other game, the Legends ZA. That one was released 48 hours before it was officially released, and I played it 48 hours before it was officially released. Oops.
Good job admitting the criming on tape.
That's all right. They should go over the people who are uploading it, not the people who leech off the uploads.
I mean, I'm going to try and own it.
Hey, I just played Scarlet and Violet plus DLC, didn't pay a penny.
Of course you didn't.
Okay, calcium.
Wow.
Oh crap! I don't think I got the
protein.
calcium. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I accidentally bought Swords Dance.
You're
picked up
in the
Swords Dance.
mansion.
Sylph. I don't think I got Sylph's calcium, but I just realized. Oh yeah, I definitely got it because I accidentally picked up Swords Dance as well.
You know, one of the funniest things I've ever done. One time I had to drive my brother somewhere, and I was making sure I got everything. I was in my car, like, I think we were about a mile away from the house, and I'm like, oh shoot, did I leave my car keys at home?
Nice.
And then my brother's like, what did you say? I'm like,
nothing.
He never let that go.
I do. I've done very similar. I've actually done it. I've walked out of the house without my house keys before, while locking the door behind me in the snow.
How can you lock the door behind you if you didn't have your keys?
Have you ever had a lock where you just like you push it in and then you twist it?
Yeah. But what I mean is, like, don't you keep your... what I meant was, don't you keep your house key on the same ring as your car key?
Yes. That was the other problem, is I could use my car. That's how I figured out that I didn't have my house key either.
Okay, I've gotten 3 resets on Mars. Progly keep putting me asleep with hypnosis.
I will proudly say to the heavens that I have beaten 2 trainers. I've gotten multiple resets on this run, so I'm doing great. I haven't even compared myself to past Steve yet. I will when I get to Sabrina. I want to see how close I am to past Steve. Past Steve is currently picking up strength. Did current Steve push the boulder and get the candy though?
You mean the boulder candy?
Oh, I have 10 candies. No, we're good. We're good. It has flip-flopping names. Sue me. No, we're good, Annie. I have 10 candies. I literally could not have missed it. Oh, wow, that was embarrassing. No one saw that.
What did you do?
I may have used a thunderbolt on a Rhyhorn.
You know, my final ever Mew attempt ended up dying because I accidentally used 4 Swords Dances on the Sandslash instead of 3.
Smart. Gotta get that power
I
in.
know, right?
Okay, I know it probably doesn't help, but I'm gonna reflect anyways. The reason why I say I'm pretty sure it doesn't help is because the Sandslash. Oh my god. Oh no. No, just embarrassing. Ah, just so embarrassing.
Shame on you, dude.
I used the reflect on because I was like, okay, well, you know, I'm gonna get hit by the slash. So be it. I understand. Slash, it's gonna ignore the reflect. But the rest of the Pokemon reflect is gonna be helpful on. But then I saw the Nidoqueen got a critical hit body slam. I'm like, you did that on purpose.
Man, reset to Giovanni in red and blue. Shame on you.
Reset to Giovanni when you only have 2 resets total is even extra embarrassing.
Yeah, where was your first reset?
All right. Wait.
Where was your first reset, actually?
I actually don't remember. Oh, no, I have no idea. All right. 14. Beam. PP up, Blizzard. PP up, Blizzard. PP up, Blizzard.
You know what's funny? I was facing a pseudo Widow. He used Endure so he could live my hidden power water on 1 HP, but then the hail killed it anyway.
We're just going to use all of our rare candies. Wait a second. Weren't we supposed to be 59 for the champion? Oh,
yeah,
right.
Yeah, 59 after you use your 1 rare candy. So basically, you got to beat Lance at level 58, if that makes sense.
All right. We're assuming Lorelei does not give me a level. The other 3 give me 1 level. So I have to get to 58 minus 3. I have to get to 58 before. Okay, so I have to get to 58. Oh, that's just embarrassing. I actually copied agility, never used any. Right strat, wrong process. Got away with it anyways. With a lot of HP to spare, so I could probably defeat everybody. I have 1 full restore too. Or I could just, you know, do the whole rare candy thing I mentioned. Use all of our candies before Lorelei just arrived at the champion with almost a level up. That works too. But I do like the do an extra level or 2 training because that very, very first trainer, Lorelei, I would very, very much like the one-shot on Cloyster and not a range. 4,800 XP. Okay.
I mean, Steve, I'm sure at some point I could look at your overlay and try to convert everything. Because all converting it would be is just changing the property path names.
That's all
I
right.
don't think it'd be that hard.
8,000 XP. All I have to do is the last two trainers. The Victory Bell one and the water one.
No, what I meant is, like, if we get it converted, you could actually use the XP router.
Oh yeah, I actually plan on doing that.
I was just saying, at some point, you and I could sit together and do it, because I don't think it would take that long.
Okay, 4,100. 5,700. Okay. That'll be more than enough.
What level are you trying to be in Lorelei?
55. AKA exactly where I wanted to be.
Are you confident, though, that by after Lance, you will get level 58?
Well, each of the Elite Four members, except for the first one, should give me a level up, which should mean... Oh, I have one rare candy. Crap, I thought I had two. Crap.
Did you get Victory Road candy?
Yeah,
Do you need the plant candy?
too late. It's too late. We're going to be one level short. I can't use this candy that I'm currently holding on to.
Yeah, that means if after Lance you're not 58, then you're going to level up before Blastoise.
It's fine. It's fine. This means I can't use it. Okay, thank God I knocked out that Jinx in one hit with Thunderbolt. I was actually very unsure if I would. Because I got hit by 2 Growls, so there was a pretty solid chance I was not going to knock out that Jinx. Past Steve's still moving boulder number 2. So we're making good time and did slightly extra training. All right, so we're just going to mimic our strategy from last time. Get a freeze on Gengar.
Easy peasy.
Or a crit. Works too. No, not Glare.
You know what's funny? In modern games, Glare is actually more terrifying than Thunderwave.
Oh!
Because,
it all went downhill from Glare.
yeah, in the newer games, they lowered Thunderwave to 90% accurate, but Glare remained 100.
So it's just the future version of Spore, but for paralysis?
Yep.
That makes sense, because it's a special move for one Pokemon.
I think a few more extra Pokemon get Glare.
Aha, no Glare this time. All right, Hypnosis. Of course I missed Hypnosis. And I got confused. Okay. Okay. Oh, I gotta. Yes! Oh! I was toxic to everything. Woo!
What level are you?
You know what I just realized? I could have died in the overworld just now. I don't have a means of unkilling myself. If I die on the overworld, I'm dead.
Did you have to talk to Lance to black out?
Well, I didn't end up blacking out, but I was just saying that technically, if my HP was low enough, that walking could have killed me.
I actually know this. The forced walking to Lance's room does not tick your poison counter.
Oh, that's good to know. Oh, I'm gonna get to 58. Perfect. Through the power of XP rooting, we know we will not level up unless speed is really, really bad at using it.
Hey, I'm better than you.
I don't think that was ever up for debate.
All I did was go to the champion fight, and you just used rare candies at the start.
Hey, stick to the plan. Tail whip. Repeat with me.
But what if he...
Tail whip. There you go. There you go.
What if he wants to use Leer?
No. You just have to fight the urge. What? Even with calcium? Seriously? Oh my god, you lied! You lied to me! I leveled up! We got the miss.
What level are you?
I was 58.
No, you were supposed to rare candy to 59 before the champion. You were supposed to start the fight at 59.
You said 58. You did not say I needed to be 58, then rare candy. That is not what you said. Everybody else, you heard him, right? You were under the same assumption I was, right?
No, what I said was after you use the rare candy, you need to fight the champion at 59. I said after the candy.
That's not what I heard, but I heard you. Heard use the candy to 58. That's what I heard.
No, I said use the candy at 58.
It's okay. It's okay. Well,
why do you think earlier I asked, are you going to get 58 after Lance?
Oh my God. Do you not hear what you just said? You said, are you not going to get 58? And then when I used the candy, I got to 58. Do you see the confusion? Do you see the confusion?
Okay, I do see the confusion, yes.
I was like, I have the candy. I can get to 58. Perfect.
No.
Oh.
Well,
48.
Funny stuff.
48. I mean, like, quite frankly, 48 might be the upper echelon of Dragonite. I mean, we got how many resets? 4? I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, I guess technically Agatha could have went better, but technically Koga and no, just Koga. Koga and Agatha could have gone worse. Thanks to our extra XP. I mean, just thanks to our extra levels, we got rid of the cloister range, which I think was important. Okay, so 48. Let's see. That puts us at
But yeah, when I was doing the
Cloister Blastoise. New Cloister Blastoise with a 307 game time. Behind Blastoise. That's a pretty significant jump. We jumped, like 30 something places.
Yeah, when I was doing the XP routing, level 58 is level 58 was the highest level where you still level up at that fight. 59 was the first where you didn't.
I just want you to know that you were looking at it and you did not say, "Oh, you were wrong." You waited until after something went wrong to say I was wrong.
Steve, I have your thing minimized right now. I'm looking at like elixir locations. Like I can't really watch your run.
Let's see. Yeah, that's a pretty decent jump. Now
you need to re-rank Dratini.
Funny. Very, very funny. I think Dratini is right where it belongs, near the back.
Hey, what if somebody responds with Dratini and it gets the most amount of likes? What would you do?
Ignore them?
Are you going to make a poll and rig it?
That's not a joke. I would ignore it. I'd say Dratini was done way, way after the cutoff. Or I would say I would comment something along the lines of, not much can be removed from Dratini's time, if any. Dratini will not be done. Andrew Palmer, I'm still debating if I want to do middle evolutions or if I just want to do specific middle evolutions. Like, for instance, Haunter.
Poliwhirl.
Poliwhirl's already there. Poliwhirl's 7th.
Kadabra.
That one's already up there as well. That one is 21st.
Metapod.
Interestingly enough, if I were to redo Kadabra, Kadabra would 100% be way above Alakazam. All I have to do is cut 2 minutes off.
How would Kadabra be faster than Alakazam?
By the power of Bike.
Then just redo Alakazam.
I think it's really funny when lower stage Pokemon are above higher stage Pokemon.
It is funny. Like when Bulbasaur was above Dragonite originally.
But Annie, wouldn't it be hilarious if just like it currently is, Ghastly is above above Gengar. Imagine if somebody put in the poll for the re-rank to do Kadabra, so that way Kadabra would work its way ahead of Alakazam, so we'd have 2 Pokemon that are better than their final evolutions. These are the kind of things I love. It just shows you that experience beats luck, and then luck beats experience over time. Sorry, early on luck beats experience, later on experience hold on.
Okay,
Other way around.
Experience beats
yes.
luck.
Early on experience
Later,
beats luck,
beats experience.
Right.
It's like, that's the phrase for the whole Mew race in general. Like at the very start of it, the people that got ahead were skill based, but then much later it all just depended on luck.
Right, that's perfect. Need to write that on some people's tombs, on their profiles, on their accounts. Golem, John Calibro. I've been wanting Golem to be redone since the day I did Golem the first time. I have not felt good about that Golem. Golem got shafted by bad play.
Even with 2 runs?
Golem has 18 resets.
Okay.
I
was thinking all those resets were to Lance, so you wouldn't want to do it.
Well, think about it, all right? In what world, in any world, what... Okay, hold on, I need to find the example. I'm trying to look above Golem. There are Pokemon that are seriously worse than Golem, way above Golem. Wow, I was trying to look for Pokemon that are ground type that are in front of Golem. For some reason, I can't find them. I swear Cubone's ahead of Golem. I just can't see it. Okay, in what world is Marowak faster than Golem?
Didn't you say that was the luckiest Marowak run you've ever had?
I think it's one of the luckiest Marowak runs anyone will ever have, but still.
Yeah, exactly. You said and every single Gyarados, you were able to get the Hydro Mist so quickly.
And he brings up a good point. How in the world is Sandshrew above Golem? Sandshrew.
Okay,
Sandshrew.
That's shameful, man.
I bet you if I did
Sandshrew got Swords Dance.
I bet you if I did Graveler, I could probably beat that Golem type easy. Yeah, there's a lot of basically all of the rock not all the rock types. All the ground types that are above Golem should be below Golem, except for maybe Marowak, just because of how lucky that one was. Because Golem is probably the best ground type. If not the best, then no. I was about to say it might be up there with Rhydon, but now that I'm thinking about it, Rhydon's slow level up group and slow, whereas Golem's medium slow and slow. So Golem will just be easier to train than Rhydon. They both have relatively close stats, I think. Why can't I find Rhydon? I should just stare at the bottom, work my way up. Where is Rhydon? There it is. 77th. 106.
Rhydon. That Pokemon's from Gen 9.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that are just too high. Yes, Rhydon's growth rate definitely holding it back, but there is literally no world where Dugtrio is better than Golem, like ever, right? Like,
doesn't Dugtrio start with Dig? I think Golem starts with Tackle and Defense Curl.
okay, I had not considered its starting moveset. That is a real good point.
Dude, really? Come on.
Okay.
You know what's funny about Scott's rule about banning fainting from poison in the overworld?
Oh, you know what? I bet you we're gonna need to get Rock Throw for Brock. That's gonna hinder its start pretty bad. You're right. Okay, I'm starting to think that Golem might not actually be able to beat some of these Pokemon.
I was gonna say what's funny about that is that in Gen 4, if you're poisoned, you always live on 1 HP.
What do you mean?
Like in the overworld in Gen 4, it'll do like the whole poison damage, but as soon as you get to 1 HP, the poison goes away.
What?
They did that starting Gen 4.
Like an antidote?
Yeah, it's like the poison just goes away at 1 HP. Only in the overworld though, like obviously not in battle.
I would literally never notice this.
You would only notice this if you were poisoned and never decided to heal it.
I heal pretty religiously when I play games myself. When it
Me too.
When it doesn't cost
Funnily
me time,
enough, in
I
my
heal
Scarlet
way
and
too
Violet-
much.
In Scarlet and Violet, when I played it casually, like I always just healed at the numerous amount of Pokemon centers. Do you know how many elixirs and stuff I have in my bag right now? I'm not kidding. I've probably got 47 ethers and like 20 elixirs. And I like never used them.
Oh, yeah, that's a real problem that I have is I pretty much just played the overworld like it was like 20, what was it called again? 22 pickup or whatever. I literally played the overworld. I'm like, all right, it's time for this story session, but wait until I get past this next item. And then it's like, okay, wait until I get past this next item, and then this next item, and then it never ended. Like I feel like with that game they purposely made it so every like 15 feet there's an item.
They all like randomly regenerate too, so it's like all those hidden items are renewable.
They are, including the TMs?
Okay, I don't think the visible Pokeballs are, but I think like the hidden ones are. Like the ones that
you mean
have
the berries and whatnot?
They can be other things like potions, Pokeballs, those little Pokemon things
yeah,
for TMs.
but they were most commonly either the Pokemon drops or berries or stones. God, it felt terrible. Every time I picked up a stone, I'm like, who needs 2 of these, let alone 20?
What stone?
Any stone. You could be out in the middle of the sandstorm and you'll get yourself a sunstone. You can get like 3 stones. Then you're just out in the other area and there's like 2 more stones. It's like there's just stones everywhere.
Or even better, like when you're in the desert and you just find a bajillion soft sands. Like you're in the desert, of course you're gonna get soft sand.
Yeah.
I have more soft sands than I could ever need.
Yep. I got so many items in that game. I actually never bought any Pokeballs ever. I only ever used Pokeballs that I obtained.
Wait a minute. You said you bought 10 of each Pokeball in that game.
But I never used them. Okay, so here's how it works, all right? You pick them up, you play the game, you obtain a bunch of money, you get to the end of the game, you beat the game, and you're like, now what? And then it's like, okay, well, I'll buy 100 of everything, and then I go buy 100 of everything. And then it's like, okay, now what? And I was like, all right, now it's time to rebattle these things. And then to rebattle these things, then I buy 100 more of everything. You're right. That I did buy the Pokeballs, but all the Pokemon I caught were with the Pokeballs I already had.
You know what's funny? When I was younger, though, I did do
but
something similar.
here's a good example.
I would always buy 20 of everything.
There were no
20
great
Pokeballs.
There
20
were no.
great balls.
I was holding out for Ultra Balls, and I feel like I don't know where the earliest place to buy Ultra Balls was, but I'm telling you, it was not early enough.
I have no idea.
So I literally.
You mean you didn't just look in the trash can?
Well,
Didn't the trash can have a great ball?
I went from city to city, over and over, and like none of them had Ultra Balls. Let's just put it this way. I caught all of my Pokemon with essentially 15 Ultra Balls, 22 Great Balls, and like 40 or 50 Pokeballs. That was it. I mean, to be fair, I only caught like 8 Pokemon, so it's not like I did that much. Also, I don't know why, but it felt like it was really easy to catch these Pokemon too.
I don't think the catch rates really changed.
Like, I caught a Lapras with like 4 Ultra Balls, and it was like a level 71 Lapras, and I caught it with like 4 Ultra Balls.
Levels don't have anything to do with catch rate.
Interesting.
The only thing that matters is the catch rate, stats condition, and HP. And obviously the kind of Pokeball.
Oh, then it sounds like my estimate of like 16 Ultra Balls, 20-something Great Balls, and 40-something Pokeballs was probably too high. I mean, that's how much I had. I don't think I used all of them, but regardless, as you can imagine, if I bought like 100 of everything, I didn't use them. I could literally go pull up my Pokedex. My Pokedex is like empty. I did not do Oak or whoever the tree guy in that game is. I did not do him very well.
I don't remember what the professor's name is. Oh wait, the 2 professors, Turo and Sada. I don't think those are named after trees. I think Gen 9 was the gen that quit doing that trend.
And he says I didn't play the game. Hold on. Nice thing about having well, I shouldn't say a nice thing. It's actually a very big detriment to having the hack switch is that you can't let it die.
What do you mean you can't let it die?
If you let it die, it gets bricked and you need a computer to turn it on. But unfortunately, I don't have the software to turn it on. All right, here's what I beat the game with. Oh, God, it's hard to see. Damn it. Can't really see it.
Really? So it gets bricked when the console dies? Interesting.
Yeah, but my console never dies. Okay, so it says level 100 Skeledirge, level 100 Lapras. Remember, these are beating the whole entire game plus DLC. Level 99 Farafrig, level 83 Tauros, level 75 Gyarados, and level 76 Rhydon. I can tell you, Rhydon was in there only to use revives. I threw out Rhydon to revive other Pokemon.
Did you like fight all the major trainers too?
Yeah. Well, as far as I know, probably not. But yes,
did you,
Annie, I did beat the game.
Did you fight the Blueberry Elite Four members? Like there was like a dragon one, there was a fairy one.
The BB one, the BB Elite Four members.
BB, yeah.
Yeah, I beat the whole entire game with Skeledirge, but the BB Elite members, I could not beat them with just Skeledirge.
They're hard.
I had to use the whole team. To be fair though, Skeledirge and Lapras were pretty much able to solo most of them. But I'm telling you, Lapras was better for the BB Elite Four than Skeledirge was. Lapras is super tanky.
Did you ever use the gimmick?
Gimmick?
You know, the gimmick.
Sing?
No, terrestrialization.
No, never. I literally told Speed while I was playing the game there was an end game Pokemon, the Terapagos or whatever. I don't know how long that battle is supposed to take. For me, it took almost an hour because I'm not allowed to use terrestrialization. I don't use gimmicks. But it took me over an hour, and it took over a whole elixir. It might have even took me 2 elixirs and literally like 20 or 30 revives. Because essentially what I would have to do is I would have to revive Lapras. Lapras would then be able to take 2 of the terrestrialization attacks. Sorry, 3 of the terrestrialization attacks to die. And then I'd use Thunderbolts and Ice Beams and whatever the third move was on Lapras. And then I would throw in another Pokemon and I'd revive Lapras. And then it would take 2 more or 3 more. And then I would... And the thing is, it did a tiny sliver. Like, so little of a sliver, you couldn't even tell that you even did damage. The partner on the very first section of the Terapagos, the partner poisoned it with, like, the few turns he was actually alive. Because that partner did nothing. Nothing, I tell you. The partners were useless. But they poisoned it. So that was nice. Or poison or burn, one of those 2. I can't remember what it was, but yes.
Would you do a lot of those terror raids?
I couldn't do any of the terror raids that are 5-star or greater. You had to use the gimmick, and I was never going to use the gimmick. I think I beat one 5-star raid. One. I could easily do 4-star or lower. I mean, the 4-star raids you were able to beat with a level 100 like in like 3 shots. But yeah, the 5-star raids were too hard without using terrestrialization. I was never going to use it. I don't use gimmicks.
You need to just embrace it, man.
No.
Keep up with the times.
No. I don't use Z moves. I don't use Gigantamax. I don't use Megas. I don't use terrestrialization. I play Pokemon for Pokemon.
But that is Pokemon. Get with the times, old man.
No. I will beat your gimmicks without gimmicks. I'm 70-year-old get off my lawn man. I play your grandfather's Pokemon. I throw out my Snorlax and I tell it to go battle your Pokemon, and then you make your Pokemon real big and I laugh at it while it beats me up. And the reason I win is because I'm 50 levels higher. So you can suck it.
You win, you lose, but you still have your dignity.
Well, that was the best part. I only lost 1 battle the whole entire game. I mentioned it on stream. I lost a double battle against the Plusle and Minun. There was a Plusle and Minun battle before you get into the dome. And the Plusle and Minun were level 70. And at the time, my Skeledirge was only level like 53. So that was the only battle in the entire game I ever lost. So that person with the Plusle and Minun, you're the new champion. Everyone else can suck it. Speed told me I did the whole entire like order of the game wrong. Essentially, I went into the game. I did like the very first gym, and I told myself, all right, we're gonna knock off all of these events. I'm like, all right, well, the first event is right there at the school. So I went over to the DLC with the Ogre Pond, and I'm like, wow. I even sent him a screenshot. This chick said she was gonna just like ground me to dust, and she threw out a level 12 Poochyena. I'm like, man, she sucks.
And then who was the next person you fought?
And then I got to the end of the DLC. I'm like, wow, the levels got really quick, really fast. Like the I can't remember what the second main character was, the thing that was the BB champ or whatever, Kiki. That person like ended near the end of the DLC. That's not the Terra area. Like they had like level 40s, and my Skeledirge was like high level 40, like 49 or whatever. But luckily I was still able to beat Kieran. I was able to beat Kieran with my level 49 Skeledirge at the time, and I'm like, all right, well, DLC's done. And then I went to and then I was like, oh, hey, another event. The event is right there at the school. I don't have to go anywhere. And then that's when I fought the Plusle and Minun trainer at level 53, and I got my butt handed to me, but they still let me go there despite losing.
That was the problem with the DLC. They allowed you to continue even if you lost. Technically, in Sword and Shield speedruns where you do the DLC, the whole point of the game is you go to the post game, catch a level 70 legendary, and then beat all the gyms. That's the whole run.
They went to the DLC. I'm like, oh wow, all these Pokemon are really, really high level. So what I did was I was just like, all right, I just found a Scyther and I went to the Scyther and I hit it with Flamethrower and killed it. And then I would go heal after battling a few Scythers. And then I just keep on battling grass Pokemon with my Skeleturge, and in absolutely no time flat, I got to level like 68 or 70 or whatever. And by the time I did that, I then saw that the BB League thing was not the BB League thing. I found out there was nothing to do in there, so I went back to the regular game. But I did all the quests and whatnot. But then I had to go do the rest of the game. And did I ever use Torch Song? Torch Song was my first move every single battle, no matter what. It didn't matter if it was resisted or not. Torch Song was my first move, no matter what.
You know what's funny? I asked Steve when he told me he was using Skeleturge. I asked him if he used Torch Song, and he's like, I don't know these new moves. I just use the old-fashioned flamethrower. And I'm like, wow, you're stupid. And he's like, dude, I was kidding.
I saw Torch Song, and for the longest time, my moveset was Torch Song, Flamethrower, Shadow Ball, and Hyper Voice. And it actually, I don't know if I ever changed it. Hold on, load up the game. I don't know if I gave Skeleturge the second move. Nope. Still Flamethrower, Torch Song on my final move set, level 100 Skeleturge, Flamethrower, Torch Song. There was never a good move to teach over Flamethrower, so I just kept on Flamethrower and Torch Song. Like, the only other good move was the fairy move that was like 50 damage. I'm like, Flamethrower is better than the 50 damage fairy move. It doesn't even matter if the fairy move's like super effective. I mean, Flamethrower is better than a super effective fairy move. There just aren't any like good special moves for I mean, there really weren't a lot of good moves at all for Skeleturge in general. Terra Blast is garbage. It's like an 80 power normal move. It's garbage.
It's supposed to change type when you do the gimmick.
I don't know what you're talking about. The gimmick doesn't exist. Other people like to cheat. I play by the rules.
You know it exists, man. Embrace the times.
Jillian Matt says, my final learn set for cross-gen Skeleturge. Torch Song, Flamethrower, Earthquake, Shadow Ball. Did it learn Earthquake? Oh wait, but it was Skeleturge's not good physical, and also it wouldn't work with Torch Song, so I wouldn't have taught it Earthquake even if it did learn Earthquake.
Wait, Shadow Ball's a physical move.
Well, John, I don't play with the gimmick, so I'm not going to use Terra Blast because it's a gimmicky move. Well, it only works well with the gimmick.
Steve's an old man.
I mean, I don't
Even
think
if he plays Legend ZA, he'll still ban Megas.
I mean, I don't think I ever got a move that was good enough to replace it. I mean, let me sort by power and see if Skeleturge learned anything special that was high power.
Don't forget to look at its level up moves. You can go to the summary page.
What is this? I can only sort by number, name, newest, and favorites. I can't sort by power?
Nope.
What is this nonsense? This game is the worst. I get all the fangs, but they're physical. Disarming Voice is the fairy move I mentioned. Fire Spin, no. Facade's physical. Flame Charge is physical. Nightshade, I guess I technically could do Nightshade, but Nightshade's not going to get powered up by Torch Song, so that's not good. Endure's useless. Zen Headbutt's physical. Shadow Claw's physical. Just let you guys know, since I use Torch Song as my first move all the time, it's mandatory that the move must be special. Like, if I'm to get rid of Flamethrower, it must be special. Body Slam's
Fire
physical. Seed Bomb's physical. Stomping Tantrum's physical.
Peach and Fire Blast.
I've never even heard of Imprison before.
It's one of the worst moves of all time.
Will-O-Wisp.
It prevents the opponent from using any moves that you have.
Crunch is physical. Already learned Shadow Ball. Heat Wave's not better than Flamethrower. Encore's useless. Flamethrower. Fire Blast is technically better than Flamethrower, but the accuracy scared me. I'd rather have the PP of Flamethrower. Earthquake's physical. Blast Burn. Blast Burn might have been a good one to use. Outrage
It's a fire type Hyper Beam.
Outrage is physical. Hyper Beam, but I already had Hyper Voice, and I was not gonna downgrade. Well, upgrade, but downgrade PP wise in accuracy. Flare Bits is physical. Terra Blast is special, but like I said, gimmicky. It's just a normal move to me, so it's not better than Hyper Voice. Temper Flare, never heard of it, but it says 75 power. Scorching Sands. Oh, special ground move. I guess
Illegal.
I could have taught it. The user throws Scorching Sands at the target to attack. This may also leave the target with a burn. Okay, I guess there was a move. I wonder how late in the game I got it. Alluring Voice. So it was between Alluring Voice and Scorching Sands. That's it.
Isn't Alluring Voice a fairy move?
Yeah. I don't know what fairy's good against, but you know, technically, like I said, my rule was special and it had high power. So yes, I could have learned 2 moves over Flamethrower. I'm perfectly fine the way I played the game. It was fine. In the end, Lapras ended up being the MVP of the whole entire run. So really, like, Skeledirge beat the game. Lapras beat the BB core or team or whatever it's called. My Lapras's moveset: Thunderbolt, Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, Sing.
Still had Sing on that thing?
What do you mean? Sing was MVP.
Dude, you know Sleep only goes up to 3 turns in the newer
In a
games,
double
right?
battle, Sing was so clutch. I don't want to hear this slander. Sing was literally MVP of the run.
So what? Does Sing hit both Pokemon in double battles?
I purposely, all right, get this. All right, so my Lapras, obviously I mentioned was level 100. I also gave it a nature that increased speed, which was careful. I shit you not, Lapras going first with Sing was literally clutch of the whole entire BB. Like, it didn't even matter if they were asleep for 3 turns, because all I had to do was use Sing on turn 1, put something to sleep. Of course, sometimes it didn't hit, but as soon as I put something to sleep, that's like 2 turns of Torch Song. And once I got the 2 turns of Torch Song, it did not matter what they threw out, because between Shadow Ball, Flamethrower, and in Disarming Voice, or I mean Hyper Voice, like, I knocked out everything in 1 hit. Like, Sing was, you make fun of Sing, but Sing was MVP. Sing should be banned in double battles. It's so good.
Does Sing hit both Pokemon?
No, it's 1. But Sing was so good. I don't want to hear this slander of Sing. Sing was so clutch.
It's slander.
It was so clutch.
You know, it would have been clutch if you had Terrestrialized into a fighting type with your Clefairy.
No, we don't use
Hey,
gimmicks.
Don't you want to use a water type Skeledirge?
No. Also, my Skeledirge was fire type Terrestrialized, which apparently Speed told me is double super effective. So technically, at any point in the game, I could have just used Terrestrialized Fire Song, and it would have just been exactly the same but better. And I chose not to, because why would I do that? I don't need gimmicks. I don't need gimmicks. These are gimmicky things.
It's what makes it fun. I mean, do you think double battles are gimmicks?
No.
They were a gimmick in Gen 3 when they were introduced.
I'm old man and get off my lawn. Was it anything? Be, battles between two Pokemon is the same as a battle versus one Pokemon. A gimmick is when you change that.
Who's gonna tell them in Gen 5 they introduced triple battles?
Honestly, Z move might be less of a gimmick than anything else. But other than that, like the Gigantamax, the Mega, and the Terrassla's eyes, those are all gimmicks. The Z move, I don't even remember how that works, but I feel like that's probably less gimmicky.
How it works is like you hold the Z crystal, and it's like once per battle you can use a very powerful move.
That sounds fair.
Like
It costs you a whole held item, right?
Yeah, it costs you a held item. That's the disadvantage. You
That
can only
sounds
do
fair.
it once per battle.
That sounds fair.
I mean, Mega Evolutions take the spot of a held item.
How do you? Is it just a fifth move?
It's sort of. Like, for example, let's say you have Rock Slide, right? And you hold the Rock type Z crystal. If you want to, you can, for one turn, turn that Rock move into, I don't remember what the Z move Rock move
so
is.
you're okay. So that sounds super legal. Then I was thinking, oh, it's a fifth move. Like I could have 5 moves of coverage. That would be crazy.
No, it's you can only use a Z move of a type of move that you currently have.
Yeah, that's not
So,
a
like
gimmick.
if you only have water moves, if you only have water moves, you can't use a Rock type Z move. That's
okay,
not how it works.
that's fair. That's fair. That's not a gimmick. I have declared that is not gimmicky. That is fair.
How's that not? It was only
It's just
in
a crit.
Gen 7.
It's just a concentrated crit. How is it not fair? It's a guaranteed crit. That's what it is. It's basically just slash and move form.
This outro's going on
What's the
for
difference
quite a long
between
time.
what's the difference between whatever normal type Z move is and slash?
But you hate gimmicks. Just imagine how OP it would be if Mega could use a Z move.
Well,
Actually, I guess
I'll never know.
theoretically Rayquaza could.
I only ever
think
used
Rayquaza could.
one Mega, and I never really got the chance to see how it worked.
I think Rayquaza might. Rayquaza's the only Pokemon that can Mega Evolve without a Mega Stone, because they made it so OP.
The only Mega I ever used was the one that it made you use, Lucario. I almost accidentally used it one time though. Someone traded me, so I did the whole Kadabra for Kadabra trade. And whatever they were holding, I think whatever the Kadabra Mega item is, and I was like, "What the heck is this?" And I think I may have accidentally accidentally used Mega Alakazam once.
And what did you think?
Well, I don't remember.
I'm sure you liked it, right?
If it was for one random trainer. I absolutely owned one random guy.
That poor random guy.
Actually, in theory, because I wasn't using the gimmicks, everybody who plays in my Pokemon world is pretty lucky because it's one less person who's taking advantage of what the game lets you do. How are Z moves different than gems? Well, like I just said, a Z move is essentially just essentially a guaranteed crit.
I think he's talking about I'm assuming it's John who asked that question.
Yeah, I don't know what gems are.
They were an item basically in Gen 5. There was a held item. They were called gems. There was normal gem, fighting gem, one for each type. And what it did was, if you used a move that matched the type of gem, if you held the rock gem and you used Rock Slide, for one turn, that Rock Slide will get a 50% power boost.
That sounds
for
fair.
that one turn. And it gets consumed, and you never get it back.
Oh, that sounds ultra fair. That sounds an item that you should only use in competitive because it doesn't actually get consumed in competitive.
Yeah.
Like the stupid focus sash. I think it gets used when it gets used.
It
No,
did, yeah, but I think Scarlet and Violet changed it to where those consumables would come back at the end of the battle, just because I'm sure people were sick of grinding for them.
wait, no. Focus Sash is the one that's a 20%. I'm talking about the one that's guaranteed, right?
No. Focus Band is a 10% chance to live at 1 HP. Focus Sash is a guaranteed you will not die from full health.
Okay, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, it's only good in competitive. You would never ever use it unless it's a solo run. And to be fair, I
Imagine
think
if it was a
I
solo
don't
run
the,
we
they
need.
didn't. The power of friendship has existed in every single game the Focus Sash has existed, right?
Focus Sash was introduced in Gen 4.
Oh, so the power of friendship did not exist in Gen 4, huh?
No, that was a Gen 6 thing.
And how did you obtain it in Gen 4?
I know in Diamond and Pearl there's on this one route there's a guy who wants to see a Pokemon of a random decided level. Could be level 5, could be level 93. And if you did it 3 times, you'll end up getting a Black Belt, Expert Belt, and a Focus Sash. And I think in other games it's in the Battle Frontier.
I'm actually curious. I wonder how Scott treats that. Does he not do it?
The guy's completely random. Like the Pokemon
I understand,
level he wants to
but
see is
Scott's
completely random.
all about the fairness. So I feel like if Scott were to interact with this guy for strategy reasons, he'd just make it like 15, 20, and 25 automatically every single time.
I don't even think he knows. Like it's on a route that you would never go to.
Oh.
Like literally never. It's the route where the Pal Park is at, where you can like transfer Pokemon off a Gen 3 cart and like recatch them.
Do you think some Pokemon would be unwinnable unless you get it?
Absolutely not. Because the problem is, it only works if you're at full HP, and it prevents the one shot. But then again, how are you going to be able to win by turn 2? Like, if by turn 2 you're at 1 HP, how are you winning that fight?
Well, I mean, like for instance, if that one Pokemon's Cloyster, then that one turn will allow you to use Skull, whatever it's called.
Oh, I used it in I was thinking solo runs, but no, in competitive, yeah, it's really useful for Cloyster.
Well, no, I was thinking as far as a solo run too. I can't think of
it
what
wouldn't
what
work
would
for
not
solo run because it gets consumed.
Well, yes, of course, it would be a one-time ever item. The matchup would have to be so incredibly bad and on the very first Pokemon, kind of like Lance, for a ground type. Hydro Pump's always going to knock you out 100% of the time.
Nothing I can think of right now.
Yeah, that it's too niche. Makes perfect sense why no one would ever do it.
I think your outro has been going on for like 25 minutes.
Yeah, it's fine. Nakaya said, "How am I? I'm sorry I missed you. I'm doing all right. We just got a really, really good Dragonite time, so we've just been talking."
You know what's funny? In this amount of time we've been talking, you could have done a 3rd Dragonite run.
Past Steve is 20 minutes into his 3rd run. So yes, you're right. We could have done half a run. Okay, regardless, I should probably go ahead and end the poll. 53%, 56% of you guys were right. We did get under 53. Congratulations. We will be back again on Friday. I can't remember what my next thing is. Let me double check. Thursday. And it will be between Magnemite and Voltorb, which both of those are going to really suck.
God. People, please pick Voltorb.
Annie, as far as that question John had was, I think Dragonite actually got a relatively good egg move like Slam.
You mean the best move in the game? That's Slam?
Okay, so it only gets Wrap and Twister, which is bad, but it only gets Wrap and Twister, so yes. So it would be bad.
You're complaining You're complaining about Twister, but in this run, you literally started with Wrap and Thunder Wave. Why are you complaining about Twister?
Have you ever used Twister?
Yeah, but it's better than Wrap.
Have you ever really used Twister? I have a lot of really bad memories of training a Dratini all the way up to a Dragonite using basically only Twister, because because Dragonair gets freaking nothing good. Look at it. Look at. I mean, this is Dragonite, but I mean, let's look at Dragonair, because I mean, let's be honest. Dratini is basically just Dragonair for most of the game. Most of the training is done with Dragonair. First of all, Dragonair not good stats. Obviously slow level up group. So between level 30 and 55, it gets Slam and Dragon Rage, and you're not knocking anything out with Dragon Rage. So you basically are training with Slam, Twister, and Wrap. I'm telling you, I have horrible memories of training using Twister. Clearly, I have PTSD with Twister. Twister's a dead move to me. I hate it. It's so bad.
So does that mean if you ever did it in Gen 2, you'd only use Wrap?
Well, I mean, I'd still use Twister. I'm just saying I hate it. Hate this move. It's right down there. It's right down there with Zap Cannon. Hate it so much.
You know one move I have a huge hatred for? Heat Wave. The reason I hate it is because in Scarlet and Violet, Volt Corona cannot learn Flamethrower by level up. It had to get it by TM, and I could never find all the resources to make a Flamethrower TM. So in the meantime, I'd have to use Heat Wave. It's 100 power, but it's 95 accurate. And you know how many times that move kept missing, and I've lost fights because of it. A lot of times.
The false TM24. Kid Steve did not know about the false TM24. Kid Steve could have been training with the slightly better Twister.
The false TM24.
Yes, the false TM24.
You know what's dumb? Like, TM25 is still Thunder. TM38 is still Fire Blast. 14 still Blizzard. Yet why did they get rid of Thunderbolt as TM24? I mean, I guess they put him in the Game Corner, but the Game Corner tutors didn't exist in Gold and Silver.
You would think that it would be a 1-for-1 swap. All returning moves would get to keep their number, and all non-returning moves would lose their number. But nope. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Very much appreciative. I will see you guys again on Thursday, where we are probably going to be playing either Magnemite or Voltorb. Not going to be looking forward to that one. That one's going to be a very long stream. If I recall, they both get Sonic Boom around level 20. So we will not be beating Brock until level 20. So that'll be fun. Have a nice night, guys. Bye.